Hey there everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Lady Calamere. I am doing my 243rd presentation and it will be on the Hindu deity Garuda. Now, I'm going to be talking more about the Hindu version as much as I can. So, Garuda in the Hindu, well, Garuda in general is the king of all birds. His name means the devourer. Now, like in Buddhism, there's many Garudas. There's a species of bird, but I really want to concentrate on the Hindu version, which I know a lot more about. And apparently, I got to turn off my messenger. So, Garuda is the king of all birds, the enemy of the snakes, and I will get into the reasons of that. His elemental power that he's associated with is air, and the planet that he's associated with is, of course, well, he's associated with sun. He's solar in nature. He's known in the Japanese and even in Myanmar. He's known as Galon. He's known in the Philippines. And in the Philippines, he's a man eater. He eats people. And he's known in Indonesia. And in fact, in Garuda is he's the name of the Indonesia's national airline. And so many Indonesian restaurants have him as their namesake. Garuda is a national symbol of Thailand and Indonesia as well. So Garuda is also the vehicle. He becomes the vehicle of Vishnu. Now, I know in Ancient Aliens they like to say that he's some type of spaceship and whatever. That's nice. Anyways, I do pray to Garuda, and he's no spaceship. But whatever makes people happy makes them happy. Anyways, we have this card, Garuda, carrier of Vishnu. And it comes from this nice deck, Gods and Goddesses by Mandala Publishing. Now, his they have this mantra here, and it says, "O Garuda, son of Vinata," that's his mother, "you fly through the skies carrying Sri Vishnu on your back. O king of the birds, I offer salutations to you, the eater of snakes." And his blessings here is devotion to God. Yes. Protection from snakes. Definitely. Security while traveling. Yep. Improved ability to serve God or goddess or the divine being. So, yes, he will protect you while you're traveling, not just by helicopter or plane. He will protect you while traveling. And that could be taking a bus to work, taking a train to a restaurant, taking a taxi to the airport, flying across country, even taking a flight to the International Space Station if you're an astronaut or cosmonaut. Garuda will protect you while traveling. He will protect you while going across a busy street. He will protect you. He is very powerful. Now, the Hindu Garuda can have like 2 arms or 4 arms. He has always seen with his wings. He was a giant bird, but he was given Siddhi power, magical powers, occult powers, to change his size, where he can be this small, or he could be the size of a building. So he can change his size. He was given the blessings by Vishnu himself to be his vehicle, and in which he carries Vishnu, not only Vishnu, but the divine goddess Lakshmi on his back. Garuda has a wife, Unnati. She's also called Vinayaka. So, and he also has a son, and his son is Sambati. So he is the son of the sage Kashyapa and his mother Vinayata. Vinayata had a sister wife who, okay, so Vinayata is the mother of the birds, while Kadu is the mother of the Nagas, the snakes. And of course, they did not get along. And we're going to get into this. Garuda is worshipped. He is honored. He is prayed to. He will protect you. Images of Garuda in temples can be seen kneeling to his god, Vishnu. This is the only image I have of Garuda. And I got this from, I think, Krishna Culture. Krishna Conscious Store. I'm trying to remember. But if I remember, I will let you know. So Garuda means the devourer. He devours. And sometimes he is seen pictured eating snakes. He is no friends of the snakes. And this story shows about how he, eats, why birds eat snakes. But here we have him as an image of a bird and a man together. And you see he wears yellow because that's Vishnu's color. Yellow is the color of Vishnu. So he wears yellow in respect to the god he devoutly serves. Garuda is immensely powerful, and even said to be even more powerful and given the blessings to be more powerful than Indra himself. He is very intelligent, very wise, and he is very auspicious acting. He has great love for his mother, as every son should have. And every daughter should have. Loki, Lofison, get down. Apparently Loki don't really love me, this cat. He's always being bad, huh? Maybe you should learn to love your mother like Garuda loves his mother, Loki. Hang on. I'm sure people are going to quote that and laugh. Loki, let's come play. How about we play while I talk? So here's an image of the beautiful Garuda from back and front. Garuda has a way of not just protecting us of traveling. He will protect us in our spiritual quest, our spiritual odyssey. So when we astral project, we can visualize him as our vehicle and ask Vishnu, please let Garuda carry us. Let Garuda carry us in may Garuda carry us in our lives, in our waking lives, in our dream states. May Garuda protect us. May Garuda fly us past our obstacles. May Garuda protect us from our enemies as we go through life. May Garuda protect us with his mighty power and keep us safe from venomous people, from toxic people, from poisonous situations. May he protect us from the darkness that people wish to put on us. May he protect us from every malicious being. Garuda will protect us. He will protect us with his mighty wingspans. He will snatch up those spirits that wish to spew toxic and poisons at us. He will peck at the eyes of our enemies. Garuda is mighty against the forces of negativity. When Indra tried to strike him with his bolt, when he was, I'll get into when he stole the Amrita to free his mother from slavery, the bolt of lightning did nothing to Garuda. Only a feather fell off his body, and he said that the lightning bolt had no effect on him, and he dropped a feather out of respect for a sage. He voluntarily dropped a feather. That lightning and toxicity has no power over the mighty Garuda. Garuda did not even need to drink the Amrita. It was Vishnu who granted Garuda immortality, that he will be youthful and he will be powerful and he will be great. And he was given great Siddhi powers even before becoming a mount of Vishnu, that he was strong and that he can change his size at will. For when he was born from an egg, he hatched out an egg, he became gigantic. He became like a great skyscraper, a giant among all. But yet he can make himself this tiny, this small, at will. So we see that he is strong and that he is magical. Garuda can protect us. And he's also used in spells and prayers if you are dealing in an area with venomous snakes. But do be careful. I don't care how many spells you do. Be careful. And especially for people who have to work with venomous snakes to get the venom out to use for... Really? Loki? Not to be used for Loki, but to be used as an anti-venom in case someone gets bit. And Garuda knows how important that is. Do you hear the exorcist going on? The growling. That's Lady Boss growling at Loki. Loki, stop it. Loki, Locke, Vincent, Donahue, get down! Right now! Sorry, I'll use his name. Garuda is immensely powerful. So let's get on to a little story about how Garuda was in servitude to the snakes, and his mother was duped and put into slavery by the sister wife, Kadu. So let's go a little bit more into the beginning, when the gods churned the ocean of milk for the great treasures. So we know that Lakshmi came out and other things, but out of the ocean of milk also came Amrita, the elixir, the sweetness of immortality. And I'm going to bring this up. The eight-legged eight-legged celestial horse. Who else has an eight-legged horse in the ancient stories? Why not? Why Odin has Sleipnir? But we'll go back to Hinduism. the eight-legged horse came out of the ocean of milk. But we know that in the Norse stories, it was Loki who gave birth to Sleipnir. But in the ocean of milk came the beautiful, gorgeous eight-legged horse, the celestial horse. And why do I bring this up? Well, we fast forward. Kadu asked for thousands of children of her husband, the sage, because he granted each one a womb. And Garuda's mother asked for just 2 children, but very strong children that would outmuscle Kadu's children. So each wife was granted their wish. And Kadu had many children. But when Kadu saw what Garuda's mother had, well, she wasn't very happy. Not happy at all. And a rivalry began between the 2 wives. So one day they had a bet, and Kadu said to Vinata that whoever can guess the color of the horse's tail, the celestial horse's tail, will be the winner, and the loser would have to be in servitude. Well, Kadu went to her children, and she said, "My children, I want you to go to the celestial horse and incorporate yourselves into the tail to change, to obscure its color." The snakes did not want to do this. They said, "No, this is against Dharma. We will not do it." Kadu got very angry and stomped on the ground and said, "Well, then I will curse you if you do not do this. That you, my children, I do not need you or you children. You will be used and thrown into sacrificial pits." So they had no choice. So they blotted out the tail. And Vinata guessed right, but she was proven wrong by the obscurity. And into slavery she went. So she had to serve Kadu. And her Garuda was also made into a slave. And what trickery, right? So Garuda had to carry the snakes. And they would say, "Take us here, take us there, take us to this planet, take us to this realm." And when he flew, they would bite him. Of course, it was more of annoyance. But he asked his mother, "Why do we have to be slaves?" And Vinata said, "Because of a bet." So she was in servitude. So one day he just had enough of this tomfoolery, this nonsense, this complete garbage. He went to the children of Kadu and said, "What can I do to get my mother and me out of slavery?" Well, the answer was the power of immortality. And he thought, the only way I'm going to be able to do this is to steal the elixir of immortality from the Devas, and this is no easy task. No easy task at all, because it wasn't just to go in and swoop in to get it. So it was going to be an odyssey. A great epic story. But Garuda knew he could do it. And Garuda had to plan. And plan he did. He had to. And Garuda is a great warrior. And we're going to see this. Garuda not only had to fight different beings and different gods to get to the elixir, but he had to. Around the elixir were two very powerful serpents which he dispatched. There was a great wall of fire that he actually was able to get water in his mouth, because as a giant bird, he took a big gulp of water and poured it out all over the fire, and out it went. Now, there was another thing. This is like Indiana Jones stuff. I mean, he had to go through all these fights, these battles. He had to travel. He had to. Now, around the last thing was these blades that were spinning around. Like I said, Indiana Jones stuff. And there was no way he can get through it. He knew he would be cut up. So what he did, thought, I can turn myself into something the size of a fly. And he went through the circle of blades, got the Amrita, the container of Amrita, and flew up. Now he thought, if I drank it, I would become immortal. But he said, no, this is not for me. I will not do that. I will not be tempted. I'm already known that I'm doing something wrong. I am stealing the elixir from the gods himself. And Indra was angry, and Indra struck a bolt of lightning at him to try to stop him. And like I said, didn't affect him, but he did drop a feather out of respect for the sage. So, I believe it was for his father. But anyways, Vishnu knew what was going on and was impressed. And he came to Garuda, not to fight, not to battle, but, hey, Garuda, I'm really impressed. And the fact that you are very dharmic and that you were not tempted by this immortality. And Garuda told him why he's stealing it. He says, I have to free my mother from slavery. We are slaves. We are slaves. But I don't want to give the snakes immortality. What do I do? Well, there was another plan. Vishnu was impressed with him. Vishnu said, what would you like to be my vehicle? And Garuda was, yes, my lord, I would love to. So Vishnu was happy with his humility and also gave him, with a boon, immortality. Well, he had to go free his mother. And of course, Garuda comes to the snakes. I think the immortality came later, but he goes to the snakes. And he gives them the immortality, and the snakes were coming to it. And Garuda said, wait. Before you drink it, shouldn't you just bathe yourself, ritually bathe yourself, and let's do some rituals? Because this is a very sacred thing. This is not just a regular drink. This is life-changing. This is sacred. We need to do rituals. And the snakes agreed. So Garuda got some kusha grass. And, he had it all around. And some of the Amrita dropped upon the kusha grass. And that's kusha grass. Let me explain. Kusha grass is very sharp. If you touch kusha grass wrong, you can cut yourself. Kusha grass is like sword grass, like a sword. And since the Amrita splashed a little bit on the kusha grass and it absorbed it, is that it's used in rituals like Hammam and Tarpanam. different Vedic rituals. And like it's shaped like a ring and worn by the priest, the Punjari, on the ring finger and whatnot. So while the snakes were distracted, Indra comes and he took the Amrita. The snakes go to get the kusha grass, and not the kusha, the Amrita, and they start licking the kusha grass to get it, and they end up cutting their tongue. That's why they have a forked tongue. So their tongue was like straight, and now it becomes forked. And the snakes already freed him and his mother, and they said, "What happened?" He goes, "Indra came while you were doing rituals. I couldn't stop him. I was just so tired, so worn out at this great epic journey. Oh well, toodaloo." So that's why kusha grass is sacred, and that's why the snakes have forked tongues. That's why the birds eat the snakes, and Garuda is an enemy of the Nagas. And how Garuda got immortality, and how Garuda became a mount for Vishnu, and he carries Vishnu and Lakshmi on his back. So the Garuda Puranas. Have you ever heard of Garuda Purana? Well, it deals with the life, meaning of life, but also about death and the other side, and dealing with karma and reincarnation and rewards and punishment in the afterlife and stuff like that. So the Garuda Purana is one of the 18 Mahapurana, almost said Mahashiva, Mahapurana texts in Hinduism. So it's part of the Vaishnavi literature body, the Vaishnavi literature corpus. So, and it does center a lot around Vishnu. So, and it's a wonderful epic story, a conversation that Garuda has with Vishnu. So it deals with funeral rites. So it deals with all that. So that's just the basic gist of it. In case you are interested in reading it. Garuda will help you with devotion. So if you feel like you're losing in faith, maybe you're losing faith in the divine, or if you need to strengthen your connection with deity, could be Kali, it could be any deity itself, Krishna, Radha. I don't know, maybe you can use let me have faith in my gods, Egyptian, Chinese, Japanese deities. Either way, just in deity. He can give you that extra faith. And to remember to believe in yourself. To not only the outer God, but the inner God, the inner goddess. To remember that there is a divine flame within you. And there is also such a flame that goes, there's a flame that's located, like, it's like a pilot flame. You know what I mean? Like, if you have a gas stove, a little pilot flame. It's a flame between the heart chakra and the solar plexus, a divine flame that Garuda can intensify, can really help you find that inner flame and find your inner God and find your inner goddess within you, and know that there, as Aleister Crowley said, there is no part of me that is not of the gods, and that you are part of the God and goddess. You are part of divinity. You are not separate. You may feel separate. You may think you're separate. So Garuda is going to help you find your inner reality. He's going to find your inner center. He is going to help you self-realization. Self-realization and spiritual awakening. Garuda will help you unfold your wings to fly. And I'm not saying you're going to jump off a building and fly. I'm just saying to help you fly spiritual heights. To really journey. And he is good for spiritual journeying. So maybe you're doing a spirit quest. You're doing a... maybe you're going to the woods for a while, or you're doing... you're connecting with your inner self. You're gonna find the name of your holy guardian angel to help you fly across the abyss. So he will help you to do those rituals, and ceremonial magicians will know exactly what I'm talking about. And same thing with those who work with Enochian is going to know exactly what I'm talking about. He's going to help you find your genius, your super genius, or as Aleister Crowley coined it, your holy guardian angel, HGA. Your preternatural self. He's going to help you in a quest to find your spirit guides, your spirit animals, your totem. He's going to help you find your true will to get on track with becoming more than human, to become a living God, a living goddess, a living divine being. He will help you on the track for that. He will let you know that you are the center of your universe. And I'm not trying to tell you to be a narcissistic fuck, that the whole world revolves around you, but find your center, that you are the center of your own universe, and that every man and every woman is a star. Don't be a fucking black hole. There are black hole people out there. Don't be a fucking black hole. Be a star. Be a star and shine bright, and he will help you. If you have become immersed in negativity and you want a way out, if you have hit your spiritual bottom and you want to hit your spiritual side, hop a ride on Garuda's back and travel that universe, the celestials. Travel among the celestials. If you will feel that you are stuck in the mud, the quicksand of life, allow Garuda to rescue you. He will rescue you. He is a rescuer. He is a superhero. This guy's like fucking Superman with no kryptonite. With no allergy to kryptonite. And if you're used to my channel, you know I have a potty mouth. Let's be real. And so there are different mantras. Garuda is a great soul. He is the manifestation of the divine supreme consciousness. As you see here, he has a golden body, And he's always described with like golden wings. He will bring you inspiration when you feel stuck. So even if you're stuck with he can help you inspire to make life better for yourself and others. He can help you to inspire to write the most beautiful passages, the most beautiful poem, an epic song, to express yourself and your love for yourself and others and the divine, and to love the divine within others, to love the divine within a man, a woman, a child, to love the divine with a cat, a dog, to see the divine in the blade of grass. He can help you with enlightenment from being asleep. He can wake you up. Open up that third eye and open up your chakras and be in alignment with the divine and with the universe. Spread your wings and fly. Things. Is he approachable? Yes, yes, yes. He's approachable for everyone. He's approachable. Things that he would like. And it's his colors would be yellow and golds. He likes banana leaves with cooked rice on top. I'm not talking about a banana peel, but if you don't have banana leaves, that's okay. You can give him bananas. You can give him cooked rice. You could give him that yellow rice. He likes that, but he likes white rice, brown rice. If you have, the microwave rice and you want to cook that for him, that's fine. He loves yellow flowers. So he loves yellow. So sometimes cooked rice is offered, but also uncooked. So dry rice is also a good. Provide fruit for him, especially yellow. It doesn't all have to be yellow, but he likes sweet fruits. So think of pineapple, apples. Yes, there are yellow apples. Apricots. Think of yellow raisins. You can also, because he's bird, I'll be honest, as a vet tech time, if you have a bird, give seeds sparingly. And why do everyone say, oh, they should eat birdseed? No. Birdseed should be as a treat. It's like candy. It's like junk food. You can have good birdseed, but it's like then eating like good junk food from Whole Foods. And then if that's all you eat, what do you think is going to happen to you? You're going to get fat and also hypovitaminosis A, which means the vitamin A they're not going to have. They're going to be lacking in vitamin A, and you're going to have one sick bird. So there's other things to offer. But that's why I'm saying, because you can offer Garuda some bird seed. And respectfully. There are people that will offer him, and that's fine. Give him nuts and fruits. It could be fresh and dried. I would not put him near a snake tank. If you have a pet snake, I would not stand him on top. That would be a big mistake. Do not put him near your snakes. If you have a pet snake in the house, that's fine. You can have 10 snakes, 20 snakes. I don't care. Just don't put an activated image, murti. That's what's called in Hinduism because it's a living. It's not just a statue. It's a living God in an image. Murti. Do not put his murti right next to a freaking snake tank. I mean, if you have a one of those Manhattan special homes where you're like living in a closet, just keep them as far as you can away from the snakes. Okay? Don't put snake skins near him. Don't put snake images near him. Him and the snakes are not friends. Okay? I cannot express that enough. So in Hindu astrology, if you're having problems with Vedic astrology, I'm sorry, the Vedic astrology, he is a cure with his mantras for if you're having problems with Ketu and Rahu. So if you're into Vedic astrology, I'm not extremely knowledgeable in Vedic astrology. I'm more knowledgeable in Western astrology, and I'm not like big on it. Okay, there are professionals out there that can run circles around me. However, if you're having problems with Rahu and Ketu, he can help with that to mitigate or neutralize any problems. So if you're having problems with your confidence and courage, Garuda can help you. Instead of holding your head down, he can help you hold your head high. Not in a snobby way, but hold your head high with pride within yourself. He can help you when you're dealing with fear and phobias to help you conquer fear. And even to conquer the fear of death. We all gotta pay the reaper. To even conquer the fear of death. So he can help you against not just venomous snakes, but venomous insects or other venomous animals. Like in Australia, they have a platypus. Yes, they are venomous. I kid you not, platypus have venom. So dealing with any venomous creatures can help you. And of course, just, an ounce of prevention is better than a pound of cure. Remember that, so be careful. So he has some different epithets. King of birds, the most powerful one, the greatest among birds. He has the son of Kashyapa, the son of Vinatha, the enemy of snakes, the terrible one for serpents, the vehicle of Vishnu, the one Garuda who is able, or the one who is able to defeat enemies, time and death. The invincible one, the devourer, So is, he can help you when you die. You pray for him so that you do not have to reincarnate again, or you have no wanting or desire to reincarnate. And that you can be free. The grantor of freedom. Moksha. Perfection. So, the ability to defeat time. So, in spells, you can slow down time, but there's always a snapback. So, there are spells that you can do, and there are spells where you can visualize a clock slowing down, so you can get somewhere in time. I've done things like that, but then there's always a snapback where time quickens. There's also another name I forgot. The one who cures poisonous bites. That's another name. So, here he always wears a crown. As you can see right here, he is pictured a Birdman with a crown. He is very fast. He is very strong. He is very supersonic fast. That's why Vishnu also chose him as a mount. Not only is he strong, but he's fast. So Garuda becomes a student of Vishnu. He learns from Vishnu, as we see the Garuda Purana, the great epic speech between the two. So, if you remember, does anyone remember, it was on Animal Planet, it was called Venom ER, where a doctor takes care of people who were bit by snakes? Yeah, he helps medical professionals to deal with it. And not just venom and snakes. If you are dealing with the okay, so in microbiology, when you have bacteria, you have okay, so this is a little bit vet tech time. You have bacteria that are gram positive and gram negative. Now, when you do a gram stains, if it's purple, it's gram positive. But if the stain becomes like pink, orange, or red, you got a gram negative bacteria. Why do I bring this up with the Garuda? What the hell does this have to do with Garuda? Okay, so let's say MRSA, methicillin-resistant Staphylococcus aureus. MRSA. It's a gram negative bacteria. So we give antibiotics, right? Really strong antibiotics, because it's an antibiotic resistant. But here's the kicker. When you're killing the gram negative bacteria, unlike the gram positive, the gram negative is going to release toxins, poisons, as you're killing it. And the antibiotics are not going to attack the poisons. So sometimes we have to give fluids and everything and just treat the symptoms and make sure the patient doesn't get worse or die. Now, mind you, I graduated in 2012, so there's a lot that has improved in medicine, modern medicine. But why did I bring up gram-negative bacteria? Because the gram-negative bacteria releases toxins, poisons. What does Garuda help with? Toxins, poisons, and venom. So if you have, say you or the patient, or you have a patient, you can pray to Garuda to, okay, I got a gram negative, like strep throat is gram negative. I think, yeah. Well, anyways, you have different gram negative bacterias. Please, Garuda, do not let this microbe win against me. Mitigate the poisons. Let my body heal from this. You can ask Garuda when you are sick for something like this to help you. But Garuda will help you heal. Even if he has to get you somehow feel like get you connected to the right doctor, to the right specialist. If to see the right infectious disease doctor. So infectious disease doctors out there, you got a friend in Garuda. Because if you say you're a witch, or you're a pagan, or you're Hindu, whatever, you can pray to Garuda. Now, in Buddhism, Garuda is the enemy of the snakes until they accept Buddha. So, in Japanese, he's Karuna. K-A-R-U... Sorry, Karura. K-A-R-U-R-A. And Galon in Burmese, G-A-L-O-N. Garuda is fearless. He has... So if you're, say, doing a cleanse, cleansing yourself, purifying something, like maybe you got a haunted item. Literally, there are spiritual attachments, a conduit. Some things could be a conduit. Like, say, I got this cup. Let's just say I got this cup. Let's say it was something I got. It doesn't even have to be old, because it could have been 10 years ago. It should be 100 years old. And I get it at a antique shop. I bring it home. Within days or weeks, my home could be fucking haunted. But it's not the home that's haunted. It's this motherfucker being a conduit. I can ask Garuda, what's going on? Maybe I can get the spirit away from this. Or maybe Garuda was saying, no, you need to house this object special, or give it to someone, or get that knows how to deal with this, where they can house it, or to dispose of the said item and make sure no one else gets it. And the spirit will just happily leave your home, leave your life, and go and follow that. But sometimes a spirit might find something fun to do and mess with you. But there are sometimes items that are conduits for a spirit. So Garuda can help you, say, cleanse your home, cleanse a person. So sometimes it's not the home that's haunted, it's the person. And no matter where they go, that spirit or ghost or energy will travel. You can travel from New York to Hong Kong, and surprise, motherfucker, the spirit's still there. Sorry for the cursing, but Garuda will say, no way, I'm protecting this person. You need to go away now. Yeah, I think it would be better if you just leave this person. So Garuda can remove spiritual malignancies from your life. Remove spiritual attachment to protect you. So to protect your home, your land, whatever, from curses, negativity, spiritual energies that we accidentally bring to ourselves, or someone deliberately brings to us. So he can help. Garuda also deals with the weather, and he can also bring storms. So he can interfere with the weather, good or bad. So if you look in Buddhism, Garuda is a name, guardian spirits. And like I said, they will fight with the Nagas until they too become Buddhists. But Hinduism acknowledges and only acknowledges one single being, that is Garuda. Now Garuda appears as a wind entity on the show, children's show Yu-Gi-Oh. So if you grew up on Yu-Gi-Oh, or you have a kid that grew up on Yu-Gi-Oh, you know that now. So in Tibet, even in Tibet, recognizes Garuda, and he has an eagle's head and human arms, and he can transform into a bird or into a human man. So to Tibet, in Tibetan Buddhism, they have him. So how long have I been talking about Garuda? What was it, 20 minutes? Oh my dear God, 56 minutes. Talk about time. So do not disrespect Lakshmi or Vishnu with Garuda. It won't bode well for you. Have reverence for Lakshmi and Vishnu. Garuda will help you if you are combating psychic attacks and curses and the evil eye. He will help you combat the person who is sending it to you, especially if they're doing it deliberately. He can protect you from death. So if someone's sending death spells, he can protect you. So he protects life from, especially, an untimely death. And maybe you have an exit point in life where if life gets too hard, you can leave. But he can protect you against those exit points if that's your wish. So you can live out your life. Now, Garuda is capable of helping you with mental problems, and emotional issues. But do see a psychiatrist, do see a therapist, do see a life coach if you need it. If you need to take your medications, take it, whether it's natural or pharmaceutical. Take as prescribed. Garuda can help you find the right psychiatrist. Garuda can help you on your journey for recovering with alcohol and drug addiction. Garuda will help you with those things. You just say, Garuda, I can't take it anymore. Please help me. Garuda will help you. So if you know someone who's battling addiction and alcoholism, Garuda will help them with any addiction, whether it's lottery addiction. Maybe you know someone who has a food addiction. Garuda can help, and so can therapy. Garuda is also, some Hindus call him to protect Hinduism, to protect their religion from being overswamped by the Abrahamic religions that want to forcibly convert them, to protect their freedom of religion. their freedom to be Hindus. And trust me, paganism is under attack, and it has been under attack. Hinduism has been under attack. So anything that's not the Abrahamic religion has been under attack. Garuda can help protect Buddhism, Hinduism, your right to believe in whatever you want. Wicca, witchcraft. Maybe you're not religious. Maybe you're spiritual. He will protect that too. He will protect your spirituality. Trust me, it's under attack. In some places they want to shove the Quran down your throat. In other places they want to shove the Bible down your throat. Garuda will help you choose how you want to worship the deity, how you see deity, to be free. And in America, we have a thing called the First Amendment, freedom of religion, not just your religion. Freedom of religion doesn't mean just freedom of Christianity. And trust me, it is under attack. So, you have a right to read the Quran. You have the right to read the Bible. You have the right to read the Torah. You have the right to read the Vedas. You have the right to read the Gospel of Aradia. You have the right to be Gardnerian, to be Alexandrian, to be Vaishnavi, to be Shaivite, to be Buddhist, or you have the right to just be spiritual. The native indigenous people of America have a right to their spiritual beliefs, not just one person's belief. Garuda could be used as a protector for freedom of religion, freedom of spiritual beliefs, and away from tyranny, because that's fucking tyranny. I got worked up. Garuda will protect freedom. And those who yearn to have a different belief other than Islam in the Middle East have a right. It's a human right. So Garuda will protect your right to your personal freedom, your spiritual belief. And I know Christians are not going to be playing to Garuda unless they're more of a New Age. And I've talked to very open-minded Muslims that were looking into other spiritual beliefs and who believe, well, I'm not going to get into this. I don't want any hate mail. But they open-minded. And Garuda can help open your mind. You believe what you want to believe. Let your neighbor believe what they want to believe. As long as they're not hurting anyone. As long as they're not torturing anyone. As long as they're not killing anyone. So, anyways, I digress. Let's get back to Garuda. Garuda is great for blessing, protection, cleansing, and freedom. So thank you so much for watching. I've talked for 1 hour and 4 minutes. Wow, time. This is just so beautiful, isn't it? He's very humble. Humility within Garuda. He will teach you how to be humble. He will teach you, or he can humble someone. He can bring someone down to their knees. Either knees of glory or knees of submission. To surrender and stop hurting people. But anyways, thank you for watching this video. If you've gotten this far, you are so friggin' awesome. You got a thumbs up for me. And while I'm giving you a thumbs up, give me the thumbs up. because that's my payment. That's my currency. Give me a thumbs up and subscribe, because that's also a way you can pay me for my hard work to let me know that my channel is doing great. Please like and subscribe. Share my video with other people. As a way to pay me, you can bless me. And I'm not saying hand over money. I love money. But you can do money spells for me. You can do healing spells for my cats and protection. I love that. Even 10 years from now, I allow you to do it. And the money that you would give to me, give to yourself or someone else in need, save for a rainy day. Or, if you go to a pet store and you see these cute little kitties, you can ask if you could buy them, the cats or the dogs, a toy. Or maybe buy some litter for them, or just, go to hey, I'm buying these for my cats or my dogs. I would like to, here's a few cans for the donation. Be generous with those in need, including animals who are needy. Thank you so much for watching. You're great. You're awesome. And as always, blessed be.